This past 15 years has been a long time to carry silence. Long enough for the misunderstandings to harden into truths that we never questioned. Long enough for our pain to shape the way that we saw each other and ourselves. And in that time, there were missed calls, broken promises, and the quiet weight of things that neither of us knew how to say. Addiction blurred reality, and our trauma rewrote our memories. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, the idea of having a father became complicated. But this is not a story about who was right or wrong. It's about what happens after. After the anger burns out, after the excuses run dry, after two people, flawed, stubborn, and human, decide in their own imperfect way to just try again. This is a story about rebuilding something that was never fully built to begin with. About learning who we are now instead of who we were then. About confronting the past without letting it decide our future. This is a story about my father and me, finding our way back one moment at a time.
I've been thinking about this for the last week. I've been putting it off. I'm very nervous. When God said it's time, it's time. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michon Williams. I'm new at this, so bear with me. I'm 52. I have 4 kids. One passed away from lupus. Her name was Michelle. My kids are Michelle, Sean, Cachet, and Najee. 3 girls and 1 boy. Growing up as a dad then was kind of hard because I had to raise myself mentally. I had a rough childhood. My grandmother died. It was tragic. She fell and I was standing right there and I caught her. Called 911. I called my mom and they took my grandmother down. And I remember my mom coming up the stairs and I looked over the banister and she looked up at me and I remember I said she shook her head. I knew that she was the early loss, but then the adult losses, my daughter, my auntie, and my mom. And that took me in a spiral downward. I needed something to take away the pain. I started doing marijuana in my teenage years. I was drinking, but when it came down to hardcore, I didn't start that until my late 30s, going all the way up into me turning 52. I never had an opportunity to be around my kids because I never wanted my kids to see me in a high state. I thought going to church, having my kids, having a wife would be able to take that void that I had away, but I think that even made it even worse. Because I never got the chance to bond with them the way that I needed to bond with them. But in my younger days with Cachet, I wasn't the perfect dad. And then when things got rough, I started to distance myself. I don't know how to take care of you. When I came back and I got back in her world, I was able to be honest with myself. Accept my faults. We had dinner, we talked. I almost lost this. But overall, I believe that this new beginning with me, accepting accountability from me, going through the program of Haymarket, getting myself better, to be able to come out here and sit and do this for her. I realized that I had so much trauma that it made me do things that I did not want to do. It's okay to go get help. You got to learn from your mistakes. And and I'm definitely learning from my mistakes. I put my kids second, and I would never do that again, ever. Now looking at that, that was a very, very, excuse my language, fucked up thing to do. The same way that a woman would say, my kids come with me, a father should be able to say, my kids come with me too.
We really spent 15 years learning how to live without each other. And now we're learning something harder. How to live with what's left. There's no version of this story where the past disappears. No clean ending that ties up 15 years of silence, hurt, and everything we lost along the way. But somewhere between what was broken and what's trying to grow now, there's something real. Not perfect, not easy, but it's ours. And maybe a healing doesn't look like fixing everything. Maybe it's just staying a little longer than what we used to. Listening when it would have been easier to just walk away. Or trying even when we don't know how. We can't go back though. And for the first time, we're not running from that. We're here. And Dad, for us, it's the beginning. Thank you.